At UW-Madison, the Posse program is creating a talented leadership pool, fueling promise for the future.
My name is Angelina Orozco, and I'm Chicago Posse 1.
Devin Walker, I'm from Los Angeles Posse 1.
Kannitha Sith, and I'm Chicago Posse 1.
Gerardo Mancilla,
Jarius King,
Danielle Berry,
Matt Eberhard,
Momoko Sato, Chicago Posse Band.
Elizabeth Vasquez, Los Angeles Posse 1.
Wesley Beck, and I'm from Chicago Posse 3.
University of Wisconsin alumni lead our nation's most prodigious companies. No institution claims more CEOs in the S&P 500. UW-Madison is also the first public university to launch a Posse program. Posse, a group of 10 exceptional students.
Sarisa Cheney, mentor for LA Posse 2. My role as a mentor for my posse is to help them stay focused on their academics and help them to succeed academically while they're here at the UW. These students are put through all sorts of testing and criteria to measure up to be able to have a Posse scholarship. There are 5,500 applicants nationally. 280 were selected, and 60 of those are here on the UW campus. And they go through months of training and leadership activities and all sorts of workshops to help prepare them to be the most effective leaders that they can be.
Posse is a leadership development program.
They're just everywhere you look. The Posse students are out there in leadership positions. It's remarkable if you look at the Posse students that we have on campus now, the extent to which they have really, almost immediately, from the first day they step on campus, blossomed into some of the most important leadership positions. Elected student government members, elected presidents or chairs of committees or presidents of student clubs.
My name's Turika Pulliam. I'm from Chicago Posse 2. Everybody isn't going to change the campus in the same way. My posse member David he participates in the chemistry fraternity, and he's being a leader in his own way because all of us don't participate in the chemistry fraternity, and so he's touching a very different group of students than Lauren would touch working with the Wisconsin Black Student Union, and so it's just like this domino effect. We're just, learning and teaching all over the place.
I think one of the strengths of Posse is that the organization itself, the students who are involved in it, the faculty members who are involved with it, the greater goal is to foster a broader community.
Posse scholars help to lead over 100 UW student organizations.
Heydie Navarro, and I am from Chicago Posse 2.
Daniel Correa Jr., and I'm from Chicago Posse 3.
Erin Regina Daniels, Los Angeles Posse 1.
The Posse Foundation itself starts working with these students long before we even see them or know who they are. So they've gone through quite a bit of screening before we have access to them. By the time we see and begin to select the posses that we want, even the students we choose not to take would be terrific to have here. In other words, it's a very difficult selection at the end.
And it kind of breaks your heart because not all these kids are going to go on to college that aren't picked, even though we urge them that they will and they should.
Many, if not most of these students are the very first of their family to go to college. Some of them had no reason to believe early on that they had any prospects of ever going to college, much less a prestigious research university far from their home.
Ella Johnny Valle, Los Angeles Posse 1.
I was like 8 or something. I saw my mom crying, and I was like, why are you crying? She's like, I don't have money to pay anything, I can't do anything. So from then on, I decided I have to go to college. But I wanted a PhD for my mom, but one for me, so I can have a better future. But then bring her along with me, and I guess get her a house, and get her something that would make her smile.
Regina Chagoya, Los Angeles Posse 1. I'm the youngest out of 7, so the second youngest is 7 years apart from me. My brothers and sisters were the infamous Chagoyas. In other words, they caused trouble and you don't want a Chagoya in your classroom. Yeah, I'm the first to go to college. Yeah, everyone knew I was gonna be the first one to leave. It was just a matter of time.
Gary Stevens, LA Posse 2.
It was my dream to go to college too. I just never thought it was go. I never thought it would go, but because of Posse, Like they inspired me and like motivated me to go, and just to be here on this experience of a university is real fulfilling and it's fun and I love it. Like it's like everything I thought it would be.
These kids want a broad experience when they come to Wisconsin, and Posse is part of that.
90% of Posse scholars graduate from college.
Jose Delgado, Posse LA2.
Dominique Davis, Chicago Posse 1.
It's Ramphis Marrero Jr. and I'm from Chicago Posse 2.
The whole concept of the Posse program is that these students are formed into groups of 10 and given enough experience working and studying and living together and going on leadership training programs together to form a bond, to become a genuine group, or as in the terminology of the program, a posse.
Some kids, they grow up, they brothers in gangs, they parents smoking drugs, their life is just going to be like hectic because they have no support, they have no positive support, so and they never see anything else, like they never see nothing positive. Yeah, I think my brothers can do well because they have me. I think I'm inspiration to them, and they see me doing it. I know they know they can do it. Like it's a motivation.
I'm here in college to succeed, and I'm here in college to open the eyes of my younger siblings and tell them that going to war, going to the army, going to community college is not the only way, that you can follow other paths. You can follow my path.
JingJing Wang, and I'm Chicago Posse 1.
J. Thomas, Chicago Posse 1.
Alonzo Maciel, and I'm LA Posse 2.
60% of future growth may come from emerging world markets. U.S. businesses seek employees who can navigate an increasingly diverse marketplace.
The perimeter of the country is where most of the people live, and that's also where most of the diversity is in the country. The upper Midwest in particular is very homogeneous by comparison. And if we expect to be a national and world university, we can't afford simply to reflect the diversity of our local region.
My first year, I probably came in like I want to change the students. I want them to see where I come from. And now I've moved into, I really just want to learn where other people are coming from. I want this to be a learning experience for all of us.
I never felt that coming here would make me, like, you know, help other students that were unaware of my culture. But as I went through my freshman year, just talking to people outside of my posse, explaining them why I said things like this way, why I grew up this way, not everything's a fairy tale, those little things add up, and I've changed. Like, people have been influenced by me.
One of the benefits for me as a student of color, a graduate student of color attending the UW-Madison, is that I get to be involved in something that I feel like ultimately encourages other students of color, people of all different backgrounds, to seek higher education, and by higher, not just necessarily undergrad, but graduate as well.
And now what's very interesting is to see how they're matriculating into the corporate world and into the professional world. They're becoming doctors, they're becoming attorneys, they're becoming investment bankers, they're going into marketing, and they're just terrific, terrific kids.
Jason Rayel, Los Angeles Posse 2.
Hannah Drowitz, and I'm from Chicago Posse 3.
Anel Hodzic, I am Chicago Posse 2.
The Posse program at UW-Madison is tapping into the rich human capital in our own urban neighborhoods.
Well, I think all major employers around the country have a big stake in the success of the upper Midwest schools that are in an inherently homogeneous part of the country, as far as ethnic diversity is concerned anyway, succeeding in becoming more diverse and making sure that the future supply of personnel in science and technology and other areas reflects the diversity that their companies need.
I aspire to be a neurological surgeon someday. That's definitely been one of my dreams for a long time.
I want to be one of the few PhD chemists, Latinos in the world.
I'm going to graduate here first in elementary education and get my master's because we have the top graduate education program in the nation.
I'm doing civil engineering, and it's basically construction engineering. I want to own my own construction business. I really want to have my own business so I can be like stable, cause I want to like help out the community. Like that's my goal.
I think corporate America cares a lot about this challenge and this issue.
Anyone who's proud of their degree from here and wants to make sure that we remain competitive and remain one of the premier universities in the country has to worry about our success in becoming more diverse.
This is like a great program, a great beginning to start to try to build up Black community, because education is more important than anything. Like, it's more important than money. Education is power.
I would say to anybody who would be in a position to fund the Posse program on the UW campus, I would say to that person or those people that I would be willing to bet my career and my life on the fact that they will see the benefits of their investment and that they will never be sorry that they did it. My posse will change the world, I'm certain of it. One posse member at a time.